What is up, everybody? Chicago sports football is back in business. I am very happy to pronounce the very first episode of the Chicago Sports Talk podcast. We're going to be talking about a lot of things today and a lot of things to cover. And I'm going to interact with the chat if there's some, entertainment going on in there. I do want to give a introduction. This is the Chicago Sports Talk. Michael, if you are new here, hit the subscribe button and leave a like. So let's get right into business. The first topic, Cole Kmet, huge payday. So allow me to share my screen. So I did a live stream on this earlier. Chicago Bears Cole Kmet agrees to a 4-year deal worth $50 million. So Cole Kmet was also interviewed on this. He says, it's unbelievable. It's life-changing stuff, Kmet told reporters. And he also said, it's honored to be here. Honored that they felt that I was a guy worthy of this and ready to get going and prove these guys right and really play but beyond what the contract value is. In my opinion, that's what I want to do and show that they made the right decision. Absolutely. I'm very proud of Cole Kmet. What's up, YTC? We are, Cole Kmet, shout out to Cole Kmet, earned his huge payday. It's like I said, I have no problem with the dude getting his bag, but he's going to have to prove it that he was worth the money and, not worth it. So let's get into the main topic. Allow me to share my screen. Justin Fields throwing darts left and right. So Chicago Bears kicked off their training camp with their first practice Wednesday, which was closed to the public. In fact, the practice moved indoors due to poor air quality and weather. But there is still plenty to learn thanks to the media and the attendants who shared some highlights and videos from the first practice that include another strong showing from quarterback Justin Fields and wide receiver DJ Moore, as well as a update on Darnell Mooney. Here are quick. So before I get to the video, the Fields to DJ connection off to a good start. Moore made several big plays, including I think he meant to say a touchdown pass from Justin Fields in the red zone over rookie Tyreek Stevenson. The Bears' actual DJ playing music at the practice was right on cue, playing Lil Wayne's version. Go DJ. And also Zach Person says practice is done. The highlight of the day was Justin Fields connecting with DJ Moore deep down the right sideline, a touchdown. Moore beat rookie Tyreek Scott. Really good throw and really good catch. So we're gonna see this video. Let's say nothing's new in the chat. So we're going to watch the video right here. So this was very good throw and very good work by DJ Moore to catch that over the defenders. Very impressive work by DJ Moore. All right. Darnell Mooney wasn't a full participant, but he did participate in 7-on-7 drills. All right, let's go. He wasn't a full participant. So Darnell Mooney didn't appear to be a full participant in practice, though he did warm up with the team and doing some individual work. Darnell Mooney didn't participate. He was individually on some 7-on-7. During 7-on-7, he lined up against Tyrique Stevenson on his first rep. Mooney ran a slant route and made Stevenson lose his balance. And Justin Fields completed his pass to a wide open receiver. So DJ Moore is already making, Darnell Mooney is, making, impressive plays. Also, we're going to talk about, him and Chase Claypool being on, allow me to share my screen real quick. So they share their thoughts. Darnell Mooney, Chase Claypool out to prove it in their season. For the first time since late November, Chicago Bears wide receivers Darnell Mooney and Chase Claypool were on the field together. So in Mooney's case, he entered the season, the team's questionable, but struggled. But Chase Claypool, but he wasn't the main topic. Mooney was asked about this. He says, "I'm not a risk. I'm a guy you can count on," Mooney said. "You don't have to worry about me doing my job. If that is something they want to do, that is something they want to do. But I'm in professional football. I don't do contracts. That's why I got an agent. He sounds ready to go. Can't wait to show what he can do. Whenever they let me out of my cage, I'll be ready for sure." So, after Mooney session ended, it was Chase Claypool's turn to talk. And he also said something that's very, very important for everybody. He says, because, the Chase Claypool trade, hasn't been in Chicago's favor. People been anti-Chase Claypool. And, Chase Claypool was turned to talk to the media. And I would pay attention if I were you. He says that this is the biggest year of my life, and I understand that. Chase Claypool said in response from a question, motivation entering in a contract year. If anybody thinks my work ethic isn't mentioning that, they are deeply mistaken. He acknowledges the situation, but helping the Bears improve from their 3-14 record. Well, that was weird. He says the goal is the same at the end of the day. It is to win football games, and my contract year aside, I want to win football games. That should give you guys chills down your spine. So I'm very happy for Chase Claypool now that he said that. All right, let's get to the comments. We got 4 people in here, but me commenting, I guess, where's the just because they don't comment doesn't mean they're not watching. So let's get back to business as per usual. Jack Sanborn's highlights during drills. Allow me to share my screen. So, Jack Sanborn, who was a undrafted rookie last year, performed very well when we traded Roquan Smith. Jack Sanborn was known as a hidden gem last year in this defense. and performed very well until he got hurt. So also he's going to be working around TJ Edwards and also Tremaine Edmonds, also standing out some very good work. Also, on someone made this, video of a undrafted free agent called Aaron Chuckle. I can't say his last name, but he made an impressive one-handed catch. Let's go view it. Let's watch that one more time. Oh, okay, I see you. That's enough to make the starting roster for his resume. So another thing I also want to bring up, Robert Tonyan, who was our addition tight end in the off season, stood out very, very big in the red zone. Also, top 3 days for day 2. Justin Fields sprayed the ball around and looked in control. Many bobbles all around. Tyler Scott and Dante Foreman and Robert Tonyan looked very comfortable creating space and catch passes in the end zone. So this is a very known thing of Robert Tonyan, as you know, because he is known for creating space and catching balls in the red zone, because that was his very strength and vocal point over on the Packers, that he was very great in the red zone, and also he can catch the ball, but he doesn't have the good speed, but he has that big body to make that play in the red zone. I think Robert Tonyan is gonna be a very good number 2 complementary to Cole Kmet, and it's not surprising because he's been doing that since his Green Bay Packer days, and I'm very proud of Robert Tonyan work and body ethic that he is showing around. So also kind of irrelevant, but kind of irrelevant. So this was a report today that Yannick Ngakoue interested in signing with the Bears. So it was reported that Ngakoue is looking for a new team after being on the market for so long. It's reported that he is very interested in being a Chicago Bear. So, all right. Ngakoue is seeking a multi-year deal, having to play with 4 different teams over the last 3 seasons. It certainly helps that the Bears have a roughly $32 million in salary cap heading of the 2020 season, which would be more than enough to get a deal done. Ngakoue had 9.5 sacks last year with the Indianapolis Colts, and totaled at 8 sacks in each of his NFL seasons. By comparison, safety Jaquan Brisker led the Bears in sacks with 4. Chicago needs to find somebody who's going to get after the quarterback, especially coming off a 20-sack season that was worse than the NFL. That can't have a safety lead the team in sacks again. The Bears' current defensive end group, headlines by new cover DeMarcus Walker, coming off a career year by the Tennessee Titans, and a returning veteran, Travis Gibson, who was looking to rebound after a down year. Robinson and Rasheem Green round out the rotation group. So, folks, it is looking like, if I had to take a guess, I think in the 48 hours that we're gonna have, it's gonna come down to we need to get Yannick or Justin Houston on a deal to get these individuals ready for training camp. I mean, it's just like I said, like getting either Yannick or Justin Houston would be great because one, we need like leadership and mentoring like the young defensive players. Like you can have Yannick mentor Travis Gibson. You can have him mentor Dominic Robinson, and you also can have him, mentor the front like Javon Dexter. It's just, and people want to say that, oh, what, like, I think he also can mentor Demarcus Walker because, Demarcus Walker really looked like, I wouldn't be surprised at the same time that the Bears signed both Yannick and Justin Houston. But to go back to Yannick to get this on point, I think if we do sign Yannick, it's going to give Demarcus Walker opportunity if Yannick gets double teamed. And Demarcus Walker already had a all-pro season last year, having 7 sacks with being on the Titans. And people want to say, oh, he was complimentary by Jeffrey Simmons, being a top tier in that defense. However, I think that with the addition of Yannick, it's going to give the young opportunity to succeed. But we have to see if Ryan Poles is looking for, because it's kind of been being to a dead point. But I expect in the 48 hours that we will sign a edge rusher. It's only a matter of time. So, and also a news report coming in. Chicago Bears quarterback Justin Fields signed a brand with Corvette, a brand deal. So it is absolutely, a news that just came in. So let me go to the chat. What's up, CarCast? What's up, CarCast? 49ers talk. How did Mooney look today? Mooney didn't participate, but he did participate on 7-on-7 drills, but he wasn't like a full participant. But he looked well. The highlight of the Darnell Mooney was him catching a pass from Justin Fields on covering rookie Tyreek Stevenson on, and Justin Fields, like we all know that Justin Fields has a very good chemistry with Darnell Mooney. Like they've been building that connection. And like I said, viewing these highlights, Justin Fields looks very comfortable in this offense. Like this is his second year going into the same offense that he had the following year in the same system. Like this is the first time that he had that since college. Like his first year he had Matt Nagy, and now he was trying to find his rhythm in this Luke Getsy offense, and he's going into year 2. Well, he's going into year 3, but year 2 with the same offense, the same offensive scheme that he had the following year. So I'm very, I'm looking at these videos, and Justin Fields looks very comfortable in this offense. Like he is sitting in the pocket now that he has protection and, learning the NFL speed and throwing darts to individuals like DJ Moore, who is building great connection with. Like I said this in the Discord, and if y'all don't watch the Netflix film of quarterbacks, you might as well, because Andy Reid was on there and talked how Patrick Mahomes was still the quarterback that he once was in MVP after losing Tyreek Hill. Also mentioned that Patrick Mahomes in the last year off season created chemistry with his receivers, and he was still the MVP that he once was last year. But I'm very, like that gives me more belief in Justin Fields that he's going to take the next step into becoming a elite quarterback. And I know that's kind of, me being kind of homerish, but at the same time, I'm this is where quarterbacks mostly break out, and pretty much, the taking the next step into an elite quarterback is a whole different level, but he has the weapons to do it. He has the offensive line to do it. And we have to see how it translates to coaching. And Matt Eberflus, like I said, people want to say he's unproven, but I feel like he's starting a bigger foundation of this Bears team than uh Matt Nagy ever did, because Matt Nagy, like, him fixing problems was trying to figure out the whys and like looking at the film, but Eberflus, it doesn't look for the whys. He challenges his players to get better. And honestly, call me crazy, but if Eberflus can turn this team around from where it once was, go to the playoffs and win a playoff game, and maybe we lose in the divisional round, do not be surprised if Matt Eberflus wins or becomes a candidate for Coach of the Year if he can turn this team around. Because the reason why he can win a Coach of the Year is because turning the worst team in football around and, basically turning it around, he deserves, being in the Coach of the Year category. And I believe in Eberflus because, like I said, his first year, he really didn't have personnel to work with, and he's getting disrespected by the media because, he was voted as the worst head coach in the NFL. But I think that this year is, him with real personnel and seeing how he can work with real personnel, and, on how, he's running the same defense that he ran on the Colts. Like, this is like the 3-4 defense is really, working out in favor of these players. Like players like Tremaine Edmonds, players like TJ Edwards, and players like Jack Sanborn really are working out. Oh, and YTC, you said where's the bloodline at? Well, here's one of the fellow bloodline members, aka TOP. How was DJ doing? You know what? Let me show TOP the video of DJ Moore, because he looked very good in practice. Let me show TOP what I'm talking about. And if this doesn't, inject ice in your veins, I don't know what will. All right. So, okay. Let me get it on point. All right. Share my screen real quick. So this was, the highlight of the day. Justin Fields is throwing the ball and him being covered by rookie Tyreek Stevenson. So he gets open and he gets separation and touchdown. Also, a better angle of that is, let me go to my shorts real quick, because I actually posted it on my shorts. If anybody hasn't, All right, let's go to my shorts real quick. All right. Oh, TOP, you're going to love this one. You're going to love this one. This is going to inject ice. All right. Let me turn this off so I don't get copyrighted. So Justin Fields looks. Boom. Touchdown. Chicago Bears. DJ Moore. That is real fire. That got me. That got inject ice down my veins, bro. I'm very happy. I'm looking forward to this connection, bro. I'm telling you, bro. But it's just like we the ones, TOP. Also, I'm gonna be adding pyro effects to my intro. Like, you know how like Roman Reigns, like holds the bell or like does the ones and then the pyro like goes off. I'm probably gonna have to like add pyro sound effects to my intro because to get the chills down. So did Darnell Wright practice? Yeah, Darnell Wright did practice. The only report that I heard from Darnell Wright was that he lost weight during the off season so he can get into shape because that's the report that I heard that Darnell Wright lost weight so he can be up to the NFL speed. So like I said, Darnell Wright needed to lose weight to be at the NFL level of offensive lineman. But I'm very excited about what work that Darnell Wright will practice. Also, y'all, y'all are really like even now that the Bears are still getting hated on because they didn't like take Jalen Carter, be like, oh, Darnell Wright was a reach. Darnell Wright was a reach. They should have taken Jalen Carter. Uh, I mean, like I said, bro, it was only a matter of time. Like I said, Jalen Carter, like if like Keith on the mic said, if y'all haven't tuned into that show that I did with him, he said that if we were a Super Bowl team, that we would have taken Jalen Carter, um, ooh, but if the Bears were not a Super Bowl team, that they went in the right direction that they went in. Also, Jalen Carter is on a team that's in Super Bowl contention. Like the Eagles are a Super Bowl contending team. Also, in my humble opinion, I think that they didn't want to take the risk and put Jalen Carter on a rebuild team, but they decided to, go with the right direction. I'm looking forward to our defense, to be honest. Look, at the end of the day, despite this pass rush issue, like going around us signing Yannickin or getting Justin Houston, I'm fine with where our defense is going because, we have a promising secondary. I'm very looking forward to what Tyreek Stevenson is doing, but like I said, there's going to be struggling from Tyreek Stevenson because most veteran quarterbacks that we're going to be facing target rookie cornerbacks, and don't be surprised if like Tyreek Stevenson is like I'm going to give him the same type of um patience as I did with Kyler Gordon because if y'all don't know, Kyler Gordon struggled at the beginning of the year last year, but he picked it up at the end of the year. And now I know that Kyler Gordon works very well in the slot. And Kyler Gordon, I'm like I said, I'm gonna be patient with Tyreek Stevenson's as I was with Kyler Gordon because I remember shout out to my boy John Jay, who scouted Kyler Gordon. He says that he's a very good cornerback in my critical opinion, but he all like at the end of the year, Kyler Gordon did break out and made some good tackles. So the Chicago Bears knows that he fits very good in that slot. Also, shout out YTC. You said where's the bloodline at? Well, here's the bloodline members. TOP, uh, and the wise man Jonah. Wise man Jonah. The wise man of the bloodline. We the ones. So he says, "What up, boy? TOP. What's the word? What's good, wise man?" You making videos this year, Jonah? Oh yeah, for sure. I'm good. I'm just shout out to Jonah, who's also a boxer. If y'all don't know who Jonah is, he's a professional boxer. He's gonna be making videos this year on the Bears as well. My boy Jonah, the wise man of the bloodline. You know, YTC, you said where's the bloodline? Well, here's two honorary members of the bloodline. I'm like, shit. Oh man. Also, I want to make a comment about, Justin Fields being on the top 100. Like I said, I don't disagree where Justin Fields was at. I just feel like the Trevor Lawrence and Justin Fields conversations, is pretty much, not really, debatable. I don't think like as of right now, Trevor Lawrence is way better than Justin Fields, but in my humble opinion, I feel like Justin Fields is gonna be like if it wasn't like people want to say if it wasn't for Trevor Lawrence, Justin Fields would be the first overall pick in that draft. But because Justin Fields like fell so far, he's getting hated on, and people are saying, "Oh, it's not even a debate. It's not even a debate that Trevor Lawrence and just like Trevor Lawrence, should be way higher than Fields." Like I agree because, like I said, Trevor took a team that was the worst in the league and took them to the playoffs and came down 0-27 against the Chargers. Like I said, definitely deserves his props. But I feel like they're both well respected individuals. Like I said, I have major respect for Trevor Lawrence. Like I said, I probably was one of the Bears fans that wanted to because after we were on like a losing streak, I was like, we should probably tank for Trevor Lawrence. But I didn't think we were gonna get him. But um, I think that the Bears, got the second best quarterback in that draft, but only time is going to tell of like right now Trevor Lawrence is the best quarterback in that draft. But at the end of the year we will see if Justin Fields lives up to the hype that he once was. Like I said, if Trevor didn't wasn't in the draft, like hypothetically, if Trevor Lawrence wasn't in the draft, Justin Fields would be taken number one. Like honestly, he's better than Zach Wilson, he's better than Trey Lance, and he's obviously better than Mac Jones. Like I said, Justin Fields is already better than those three quarterbacks. Did Chase Claypool? Yeah, Chase Claypool did practice. He also said something that this is the biggest year of his life because he's going into a contract year and there's people being anti Chase Claypool. Even when TOP, the day he was on the pup list, there were anti Chase Claypool haters in my comment section and other people's comment sections because they Chase Claypool hasn't lived up to the hype. And like I said in my videos TOP that we have to give Claypool a full off season with Justin Fields in order to judge the trade for yourself. Because I do think that, in my humble opinion, I think the Chase Claypool trade will work out in favor of us. But if not, we got not Tyreek, we got Tyler Scott, who I believe, I was very surprised when we got him. I'm surprised ain't no ops in here. Oh, Jonah, if they'll be around, they'll definitely be around soon. They're gonna be the Packers fans are gonna be around here the week before we play. Trust me, I promise you that I'm gonna get a lot of Packers fans in my comment section. Be like, oh, we're gonna like I said, I can't wait to beat up on the Packers. I really can't wait to beat up on the Packers. Man, Bears fans are the most negative MFers I've ever seen on Facebook. They all hope that Justin Fields fails and they hope the team. Well, those are not real fans of the team. Like I said, if you're rooting for the Bears to lose just because Fields is the quarterback, just don't become a Bears fan, bro. Like I said, you really want the Bears to, fail to get not Bryce. You really wanted the Bears to like fall to get Caleb Williams, and it's not a guarantee that he's going to be good. Like I said, no disrespect to Caleb. I feel like he's going to be a generational talent wherever he goes. Rather that be the Buccaneers, rather that be like for the car. Like Caleb Williams is that dude, but it's not a guaranteed. It's really not a guaranteed of what he's going to do because you already saw what Fields did with a bad supporting cast. Now that Justin Fields has the right pieces around him to succeed, then you like Jonah. I know you said that the Bears are like I said, if this team reaches expectations and Justin Fields like has an beats is in the MVP race, like the reporters say that you are looking at a 10 win, 11 win, 12 team Bears team. Because if Justin Fields is in the MVP race, as like everybody says, then pretty much, this team can literally go from being one of the worst teams to being one of the best teams in the National Football League. Shout out to this new person, Narto CBD. He says, "Great show with Keith on the mic. Bears." Oh, I wish that was I wish that I want that to be the score. Like I want that to be the score. Do you want to know what you should have said? Bears 52, Packers 0. Like I said, he says that great show with Keith. Shout out to Keith on the mic. If he's watching this on Rewind or he's watching, because I know he's live right now. But shout out to Keith on the mic if he's watching this somehow. Very good, knowledgeable football person. Shout out to Keith on the mic if he's watching this somehow. Shout out to Keith. I bet Justin Fields wins 2023 NFL MVP 25-1. That's a good go, but at the end we have to like in order for him to be an MVP, he has to be better than Patrick Mahomes. Like Patrick Mahomes, even though he had a horrible like he didn't have a bad receiving core, but he had like mid receiving core. He still is he still is the MVP. Like, and also Joan, if some people are, I mean, I agree. Bears fans, are fair weathers. These are the like I said, despite how Trubisky, was. I have a feeling that the Bears should have given him one more year and still take like Jonah was right. I feel like the Bears should have kept Trubisky and draft Justin Fields that year. So if we were keeping the same regime, instead of going out and signing Andy Dalton, like Bears fans wanted Trubisky out, and they some of them wanted Trevor Siemian to start over Justin Fields. Offensive line is 100 times better this year than last year. Also, the Bears have a true wide receiver. Also, yeah, that's the thing, And Colin Cowherd, like I know what YTC, we talked about in Discord about, but Colin Cowherd thinks that the Bears' offensive line was great last year. No, it wasn't. It wasn't even close to mid. It was like run protection. The Bears were great at. The Bears' offensive line was great, like running the football. But when it came to pass protection, the Bears' offensive line was horrible. And I'm very glad that we got Sam Mustipher out of here. Like now that Cody Whitehair is back to being a center, and we have a right tackle potentially, and we got Nate Davis, who in my opinion, is a very good addition to this offensive line, and you add Tevin Jenkins, and you got a Braxton Jones, like, oh man. That offensive line, is gonna be like I wouldn't be surprised if the offensive line is literally the same thing, as um the Ohio State offensive line where Justin Fields had ages to throw the ball. Like that's a okay. That's a Madden score. Being real, week 1 is going to be a close win for the Bears, 28-26. Um for right now, my score prediction, like I think that the score is going to be 13 Packers. 20 Bears, 13 Packers. Because I feel like do I want the Bears to absolutely demolish the Packers and blow them out to a billion? Yes, I do. I do think that you know, everybody would want that. But like I said, I think it's going to be 20-13 because I feel like this offense, is still like I said, it's going to take time for this offense to find its rhythm. So I have the Bears winning that is like 20-13. The Bears offensive line was one of the best run block exactly, but it's just like they were horrible. I mean, they were absolutely when it came to run blocking, the Bears offense was great. Offensive line was great, but when it came to pass blocking, like protecting Justin Fields, the Bears were absolutely horrible. Like the Bears offense was nowhere near middle of the pack when it came to like passing. I believe that Jordan Love is going to shock the Bears early and they're going to get it together in the second half. Well, that's the thing, I'm not expecting Jordan Love to like absolutely, and that's why I'm glad that we're playing him week 1. He's technically a rookie, but but he's still gonna. I feel like the Bears defense is going to cause Jordan Love to like make some mistakes because, like I said, this is his second start. You know, you know, he's gonna make some rookie mistakes, just like the Bears defense did with Trey Lance. Like people thought that Trey Lance was going to blow out the Bears, but they were wrong. Trey Lance was making mistakes in that game. The Bears defense made life a living hell for Trey Lance. I wouldn't be surprised if they did the same thing for Jordan Love because Jordan Love even though he's in like his 4th year, I believe. Like even though he's in his 4th year, like he rarely has started. And like I said, bro, I'll like I said, Jordan Love ceiling is below average. Like I said, he is below average. That's his ceiling. I'm not seeing like him being elite as a Aaron Rodgers or even Brett Favre. Most impressive stat in the NFL is points. Our defense will surprise a lot of teams. Our schedule is soft except for the Chiefs and the Chargers. Well, any given Sunday, even though I don't see the Bears beating the Chiefs, like I said, it's any given Sunday at any given time, bro. I remember they got a decent offensive coordinator that kind of schemed him to score points early, but that's the thing, we have to see if he's like I said, he rarely started, he's like I said, would it really surprise you if he like has like 2 interceptions against the Bears? Would it really surprise you? But like I said, we just have to wait and see how you know it plays out. But anyways, I do appreciate everyone's time tuning in to this. I will be live tomorrow covering the Bears training camp day 2. I do appreciate everybody showing up. And YTC, you said, "Where's the bloodline?" Well, here's the bloodline. We got multiple Packer. We got not Packer. We got multiple Bears fans here. Well, not Don Burr. Don Burr. Is creeping out somewhere. But I'm very excited, bro. I won't like I said, Jonah. No, it wouldn't, and it wouldn't surprise me if he throws none. Uh, yeah, but like I said, the Bears defense will probably do the same thing that they did with Trey Lance to the same thing with Jordan Love. like I'm not gonna be surprised if they do the same thing. But anyways, I do appreciate everybody's tuning in. We will be live tomorrow covering day 2 of training camp. Hopefully the Bears sign a pass rush. If not, it is what it is. But game 1 will be epic. I want to see a blowout. I want to see a blowout too. Fuck the Packers, bro. I want to see I want to see us demolish the Packers. Yeah, that's what I want, bro. I want that prediction to be true. YTC mad that we got the real DJ. Yeah, like I said, Daniel Jones, shout out to him, he earned his bag, but at the end of the day, I don't see him being the future. But anyways, we the ones, Chicago Bloodline out. See y'all tomorrow, bitches.